Chapter 1. Lana Evans stared at the front desk receptionist like she'd just been told she had to fight a bear for her hotel key. "I'm sorry, what?" she asked. Gripping the strap of her bag, the receptionist gave her a nervous smile. "It seems there was a system error. The booking under Evans and Carter was merged. Since we're at full capacity, there's only one suite available." Lana's brain short-circuited. "You're telling me I have to share a room with my boss?" As if on cue, a familiar deep voice rumbled behind her. "What's going on?" Lana turned slowly, hoping that maybe, just maybe, this was all a fever dream. But no. Standing there in all his tall, ridiculously handsome, perfectly tailored glory was Ryan Carter, CEO of Carter & Company, and the reason she frequently wanted to throw her work laptop out the window. The receptionist smiled at him nervously. "Mr. Carter, due to an error, your suite was double booked. Since we don't have any other available rooms." Ryan's eyes flicked to Lana, then back to the receptionist. He raised an eyebrow. "So, we're stuck together?" Lana crossed her arms. "Unfortunately." Ryan exhaled, pinching the bridge of his nose. "Of course. Perfect. Fantastic." Lana mimicked his tone. "So glad we're on the same page." The receptionist clapped her hands together. "Great. Here's your key. Enjoy your stay." Lana snatched the key before Ryan could, and with a sigh of impending doom, she marched toward the elevators. This was going to be the longest week of her life. Chapter 2. Lana stepped into the suite and immediately knew two things. 1. It was way too nice for her to enjoy. 2. It was way too intimate for her and Ryan Carter to survive the week. The suite was massive, with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the beach, a sleek open-concept living area, and a single king-sized bed in the center of the room. Lana blinked. Then blinked again. "No," she said. Ryan, who had just walked in behind her, glanced around. She turned to him, hands on her hips. "That's all you have to say?" He dropped his suitcase beside the couch. "What do you want me to say?" "Oh no, Lana, this is tragic. However will we survive in a luxury beachfront suite?" Lana clenched her jaw. "No. I want you to say, oh no, Lana, I'm going to fix this by sleeping outside." Ryan smirked. "On the beach? Should I make a sandcastle for shelter?" She groaned, storming to the phone. "I'll fix this myself." She dialed the front desk, but the answer was the same, fully booked. No spare rooms. No solutions. No escape. Lana hung up and turned back to Ryan, who was already loosening his tie. "Fine," she muttered. "We'll figure this out like mature adults." Ryan raised an eyebrow. "You? Mature? That's new." She threw a decorative pillow at his head. Chapter 3. The first real problem arose at bedtime. Lana stood at one side of the massive bed, arms crossed. Ryan stood at the other, mirroring her. "I'll take the couch," she declared. "No," Ryan said immediately. "You're barely 5 feet tall. You'll get lost in the cushions." "I'm 5'4", thank you very much." Ryan smirked. "Sure, if we're counting the hair." Lana resisted the urge to grab another pillow and launch it at him. Ryan sighed. "Fine. I'll take the couch." Lana hesitated. That felt weird. She was used to fighting with Ryan at work, not this. "No," she said after a moment. "You'll be miserable. You're, like, what? 6'3"? Your legs will dangle off the edge." Ryan gave her a look, clearly surprised she'd noticed. "So, what?" he asked. "You want to split the bed?" Lana groaned, covering her face. "This is so not how I imagined my vacation." Ryan chuckled. "What did you imagine?" She scowled. "Not this." He smirked, then, to her absolute horror, began unbuttoning his shirt. Lana's brain short-circuited. What are you doing?" He paused, clearly amused. "Getting ready for bed." "Oh my God. Do it in the bathroom." Ryan rolled his eyes but grabbed his sleepwear and walked into the in-suit, shutting the door behind him. Lana exhaled, dropping onto the bed. She was never surviving this trip. Chapter 4. Lana had never struggled to fall asleep before. She could sleep on planes, in cars, during meetings, especially during meetings. But this, sharing a bed with Ryan Carter? Impossible. She was hyper-aware of him, the even rhythm of his breathing, the occasional shift of the covers. The sheer heat radiating from his side of the bed was unbearable. Lana turned onto her side, facing away from him, and tried to relax. She failed. The problem was, Ryan wasn't just her boss. He was her rival. He was the guy who corrected her reports with unnecessary red ink. The guy who stole her parking spot every single day and smirked about it. The guy who beat her for promotions by just enough points to drive her insane. She wasn't supposed to notice things like the way his voice got softer at night. Or the way he smelled like crisp cologne and something warm, almost like cinnamon. Nope. Not happening. You're thinking too hard, Ryan murmured. Suddenly Lana stiffened. How do you know? Because I can hear your frustration. His voice was low, teasing. Go to sleep, Collins. Lana scowled at the ceiling. I would if someone weren't breathing so loudly. Ryan snorted. I'm literally sleeping. How is that my fault? Figure it out, she muttered, yanking the covers tighter around herself. Silence. Then, after a moment, you could cuddle me, Ryan suggested. Lana nearly choked on air. Excuse me? Ryan chuckled, shifting slightly. It's basic logic. You sleep better when you're warm, and I'm conveniently right here. She groaned. I would rather freeze to death. Suit yourself, he said lazily. Lana gritted her teeth, determined to ignore him. She would sleep. She would not let Ryan Carter ruin her vacation, but she didn't realize she was moving closer until, Collins, Ryan murmured, voice laced with amusement. Her eyes flew open. She was curled against his side. Oh. Hell. No, Lana shot backward so fast she nearly fell off the bed. Ryan laughed, his deep, rich amusement filling the room. Sweet dreams, he murmured, clearly entertained. Lana buried herself under the blanket, face burning. This trip was going to kill her. Chapter 5. Lana woke up way too warm. At tea first, she thought it was the sun streaming through the curtains. Then she realized she was wrapped in Ryan's arms, not just casually. Fully entangled, her head rested against his chest. His arm draped over her waist. Their legs, oh God, their legs were intertwined like some kind of disgustingly comfortable pretzel. Lana panicked. Ryan. She shoved him hard. He grunted, barely opening his eyes. Millimeter. Let go. He groaned, stretching. You're the one who latched onto me. Lana gasped. I did not. Ryan smirked sleepily. You definitely did. All night. She shoved him again, scrambling away. Gross. He just laughed. Whatever you say, snuggle monster. Lana grabbed a pillow and smacked him with it. Ryan rolled out of bed, dodging her second attack. Relax, Collins. Let's go get breakfast. Then we have meetings. She groaned, flopping back onto the mattress. I forgot this trip wasn't actually a vacation. Perks of working for a big company, Ryan said, heading to the bathroom. Lana sighed dramatically. If only this were a real beach trip, one where she didn't have to worry about presentations and networking. Or about certain co-workers being too attractive in the morning. She shook her head. Nope. Not going there. But as she got dressed, she caught Ryan pulling on a loose tank top and board shorts. He looked way too good. Lana swallowed hard. Yeah, she was so not surviving this trip. Chapter 6. Lana had been thrilled when the conference schedule left a 3-hour gap in the afternoon. It meant one thing, beach time. She was ready. Cute swimsuit. Check. Sunglasses. Check. A peaceful solo afternoon under the sun, far away from Ryan Carter. Double check. She had just settled onto a lounge chair, enjoying the warmth of the sun, when, Collins, move over. Lana's relaxation shattered as Ryan dropped onto the chair beside hers. She groaned. Seriously? There are like 50 other chairs. He stretched out, completely ignoring her. Yeah, but yours is in the best spot. She glared at him over her sunglasses. Go away. Ryan smirked. Or, come on. We're work buddies. No. We are enemies. That's a strong word. You stole my parking spot for 3 years, Ryan. And you left coffee rings on my reports on purpose. Lana scowled. He wasn't wrong. But that didn't mean he could ruin her beach day. Fine, she huffed. Just stay quiet. Ryan held up his hands in surrender. Fine by me. For 5 glorious minutes, everything was peaceful. Then, I bet I can beat you at beach volleyball. Lana snapped her head toward him. Excuse me? Ryan grinned. You heard me. Oh, please. I will destroy you. He smirked. Prove it. Lana threw off her sunglasses. You're going down. Chapter 7. Lana had no idea how the game escalated so fast. 1 minute, it was a casual challenge. The next, half the conference attendees were gathered around, cheering them on like it was the Olympics. Ryan served first, smirking as the ball soared over the net. Lana dove, barely managing to hit it back. Sloppy, Ryan teased. Oh, shut up. The game turned brutal. Lana scored a point. Ryan immediately scored 2. The competition was fierce, sweaty, and absolutely ridiculous. At some point, they both dove for the ball at the same time. Big mistake. Ryan's body collided with hers mid-air, and they tumbled into the sand right as the ball landed out. Lana groaned, spitting out sand. Oh. Ryan was on top of her, chest against chest, face inches from hers. The crowd cheered. Lana panicked. Get off, she shrieked, shoving him. Ryan rolled off, laughing his ass off. Wow, Collins. Didn't know you were so eager. Lana smacked his arm. Shut up. The crowd was still cheering. Someone even yelled, just kiss already. Lana wanted to die. Ryan just smirked. So, best 2 out of 3? Lana grabbed a handful of sand and threw it at him. This trip was getting out of control. Chapter 8. Lana stormed off the volleyball court, face burning as the lingering cheers rang in her ears. This was supposed to be a relaxing work trip, not an embarrassing public spectacle where her body was glued to Ryan Carter's in front of half their industry. Ryan, the absolute menace, jogged up beside her, still grinning like a victorious idiot. Admit it, he teased. You had fun. Lana whipped around. I had sand in my mouth, Carter. That's not my definition of fun. He chuckled. You looked cute, though. Lana malfunctioned, her brain short-circuited. Her heart betrayed her with a stupid, tiny stutter. No. Nope. Not happening. She turned away, marching toward the hotel. I hate you. Ryan laughed. Yeah. See you at the networking event later, partner. Lana didn't even dignify that with a response. She was done with him. Or at least, she thought she was. Chapter 9. Lana should have known the night would go wrong the moment she put on the dress. It was a bold red number. Fitted. Stunning. A dress that said, I am a professional, confident woman who will not let Ryan Carter ruin my night. Too bad Ryan Carter saw it. The moment she walked into the networking event, she felt his gaze snap to her, felt it linger. And when she met his eyes, it was different. There was no teasing smirk, no cocky comment, just something unreadable. Lana swallowed. Nope. She was not thinking about that. She grabbed a drink and turned away, determined to avoid him. That lasted exactly 7 minutes because, of course, Ryan found her. Nice dress, Collins. Lana sighed. Of course you'd find me. Ryan leaned on the bar beside her. It's almost like fate keeps throwing us together. Lana scoffed. More like bad luck. Ryan smirked, taking a sip of his drink. Keep telling yourself that. Lana opened her mouth to retort, then disaster struck. Someone bumped into her. Her full glass of wine went flying, straight onto Ryan's shirt. Lana froze. Ryan stared. The entire room went silent. Then Ryan, flawless, smug Ryan Carter, looked down at his now ruined, very expensive white shirt and burst out laughing. Lana blinked. Are you okay? Ryan grinned. Yeah, I just think the universe really wants to humble me. Lana covered her mouth to stifle a giggle. The universe was finally on her side. Ryan shook his head, still grinning. All right, Collins. You win this round. She smirked. Damn right I do. But what she didn't expect, what sent her heart flipping, was the way Ryan leaned in, voice lower now. One of these days, though, he paused, letting the words settle. I'll win. Lana's breath hitched. She should not like this, she should not feel butterflies, and yet, she did. Oh no, this trip was going to be the end of her. Chapter 10. Lana tried to convince herself that the incident at the networking event was a fluke. Ryan Carter was not flirting with her. He was just his usual annoying, overconfident self. Right? Wrong, because the next morning at breakfast, he slid into the seat across from her, grinning like he knew all of her secrets. Morning, partner. Lana, still half asleep, glared over her coffee cup. What do you want? Ryan smirked. An apology. She nearly choked. For what? He gestured to his previously white, now wine-stained shirt. For ruining my very expensive outfit. Lana rolled her eyes. I'm not apologizing for an accident. Ryan leaned in. Then buy me a new shirt. Lana snorted. With what salary? Do I look like a billionaire? Ryan's smirk widened. Then let's make a bet. Lana paused. Ryan's bets were always dangerous, but she was curious. Go on. His eyes sparkled with mischief. We have a group excursion today. A team-building challenge. If I win, you buy me a new shirt. Lana raised an eyebrow. And if I win? Ryan leaned back, smirking. I'll do whatever you want. Lana blinked. Anything? Oh. This was too good to pass up. Deal, she said, shaking his hand before she could overthink it. Ryan's grip was warm. Strong. A little too firm. And the moment their hands separated, Lana felt like she just made a very, very big mistake. Chapter 11. The team-building challenge turned out to be a freaking obstacle course. A ridiculous, military-style, mud and sweat competition that corporate definitely thought was fun and engaging. Lana took one look at it and groaned. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Ryan, of course, looked delighted. He turned to her, smirking. Hope you're ready to lose. Lana narrowed her eyes. You underestimate my competitive spirit, Carter. Yeah. He grinned. Show me. And she did. Lana sprinted across the field, climbed the rope wall like her life depended on it, and vaulted over obstacles with the sheer power of spite. Ryan, however, was faster. He wasn't just fit, he was obnoxiously athletic. Every time she got ahead, he caught up. Every time she thought she had him, he smirked and surged forward. By the time they reached the final stretch, a sprint through knee-deep mud, Lana was breathless. She pushed forward, legs burning. Ryan was right beside her, grinning like a maniac. Then, Ryan suddenly slipped. Lana barely had time to process it before, splash. Ryan went down. Full body, face first into the mud. Lana skidded to a stop, staring. The world went silent. Then she burst out laughing. Ryan, covered in mud, pushed himself up. Blinking. He looked at her. Looked at himself, and then, he started laughing too. It was ridiculous. He was ridiculous. And for the first time, Lana thought maybe she liked this. Just a little. Chapter 12. Lana had never laughed this hard in her life. Ryan, still soaked in mud, wiped a hand down his face and groaned. I'm never living this down, am I? Lana, barely able to breathe, shook her head. Not a chance. She couldn't stop staring. Ryan Carter, the golden boy, the man who never slipped up, was covered head to toe in mud like some tragic action hero gone wrong. And the best part, she had won. A supervisor blew the whistle, signaling the end of the challenge. Lana threw her hands up in victory. Yes, that's right. Lana Winslow, champion of corporate warfare. Ryan shot her an exasperated look. You're impossible. Lana grinned. And yet, you bet against me. He sighed, wiping at his shirt only to make things worse. All right, he muttered, shaking his head. A deal's a deal. What do you want? Lana's mind raced. She hadn't thought she'd actually win. She could ask for something ridiculous. Something humiliating, but instead, she smirked. Be my assistant for the rest of the trip. Ryan froze. What? You heard me, Carter. She crossed her arms. Coffee runs. Carrying my bags. Booking my spa appointment. Whatever I need. Ryan stared at her, then, he grinned. It wasn't his usual cocky smirk. It was something else, something dangerous. All right, he said, voice smooth. You're the boss. Lana swallowed. Why did that sound like a threat? Chapter 13. Lana thought she'd won. She was wrong because Ryan Carter was a menace. The next morning, he showed up at her door bright and early with coffee. She blinked. Wait, you actually got it? Ryan smirked, handing it over. Black, no sugar. Just how you like it. Lana narrowed her eyes. How do you know how I like my coffee? Ryan didn't answer. Instead, he stepped way too close, brushing past her into the room. Lana froze. What are you doing? Ryan picked up her bag. Carrying your stuff. You said I'm your assistant. Lana stared. You're actually going along with this? Ryan shot her a devilish grin. Oh, I plan to be the best assistant you've ever had. That sounded way too ominous. Lana had a bad feeling about this. Chapter 14. By lunchtime, Lana regretted everything. Ryan Carter wasn't just being an assistant. He was being extra. He pulled out her chair before meals. He held open every door. He refused to let her carry her own bag. It was annoying. It was ridiculous. It was weirdly charming, but the worst part, he kept calling her boss. Lana was one sarcastic yes, boss away from losing her mind, and Ryan knew by the time they reached the next networking event, she'd had enough. Lana turned on him, eyes narrowed. "You're enjoying this way too much." Ryan smirked. "I always enjoy doing a good job." She huffed. "You are not a good assistant." Ryan leaned down, voice low. "Then fire me." Lana froze because for some reason, her brain short-circuited. Something about the way he said it, deep, amused, teasing, made her stomach flip. "No," she muttered, stepping away. Ryan chuckled. "Then I guess you're stuck with me." Lana wasn't sure if that was a threat or a promise. Chapter 15. It happened late at night. The networking dinner had ended, and Lana was exhausted. She stepped out onto the hotel balcony, enjoying the cool air. And then Ryan appeared beside her. She glanced at him, raising an eyebrow. "No assistant duties tonight?" Ryan smirked. "Even assistants get a break." They stood there in silence. For once, it wasn't annoying. It was nice. Lana sighed. "This trip has been insane." Ryan chuckled. "Yeah. But you love it." She blinked. "What?" He glanced at her. "You act like you hate this kind of stuff, but you don't." Lana frowned. "You don't know me, Carter." Ryan just smiled. "Yeah, I do." Lana's heart skipped. There was something in his eyes. Something serious. She swallowed, suddenly aware of how close they were. Ryan tilted his head, watching her. Lana's breath hitched. For a second, just a second, she thought he might. Then, a voice called from inside. "Ryan. You coming?" Ryan hesitated, then, he stepped back. Lana exhaled, and just like that, the moment was gone, but her heart was still racing, and she had a terrible feeling that this was far from over. Chapter 16. Lana couldn't sleep. Not after that moment on the balcony. Ryan had looked at her differently. Like he saw something she didn't even see in herself. And that was dangerous. So, she did what any sane woman would do. She avoided him. She spent the next morning strategically dodging Ryan Carter. A tea breakfast. She grabbed her food and ran. During meetings, she made sure to sit next to literally anyone else. Networking sessions, she stuck with the interns like her life depended on it. It was flawless, until Ryan caught her at the elevator. Lana froze as he leaned against the wall, arms crossed. "Okay, what's going on?" he asked. She blinked. "What do you mean?" Ryan raised an eyebrow. "You've been avoiding me all day." Lana forced a laugh. "That's ridiculous." He stepped closer. "Too close." "Oh," he murmured. "So you weren't just hiding behind a plant when I walked into the conference room?" Lana's face heated. "That was coincidence." Ryan smirked. "Right." She cleared her throat, desperate for a distraction. Ding. The elevator doors opened. Lana practically jumped inside. Ryan followed. "Of course," she sighed, pressing the button. "We're at work, Carter. No need for this weird energy." Ryan tilted his head. "Weird energy?" "Yes," she huffed. "This thing. Whatever it is." Ryan leaned against the railing, watching her. "You're the one making it weird." Lana turned to glare at him. "I am not." The elevator jerked, then stopped. The lights flickered. Silence. Lana's stomach dropped. Did the elevator just? Ryan exhaled. "Yep. We're stuck." Lana closed her eyes. "You have got to be kidding me." Chapter 17. Lana took a deep breath. This was fine. It wasn't claustrophobic at all being trapped in a metal box with Ryan Carter. She pressed the emergency button. "Ah, hello? We're stuck." A crackly voice responded. "Ah, yeah. There's a temporary power outage. We'll get you out soon." Lana sighed. "Define soon." "Probably an hour." An hour. An hour with Ryan Carter. She turned. Slowly. Ryan looked, amused. "Oh, this is gonna be fun," he said. Lana groaned, sliding down against the wall. "Kill me now." Ryan sat beside her, stretching out his legs. "So," he said casually, "still avoiding me?" Lana threw him a look. "Not much of an option now, is there?" Ryan smirked. "Guess not." Silence. Lana fidgeted. The tension was thick. Then Ryan spoke. Why are you running away from this? Lana stiffened. Running away from what? Ryan's gaze held hers. Us. Lana's heart stuttered. There is no us, Carter. Ryan's eyes searched her face. You sure? Her stomach flipped. She was not doing this. Not here, not now, not with Ryan Carter looking at her like that, so she did the only thing she could. She changed the subject. Tell me something embarrassing, she blurted. Ryan blinked. What? She crossed her arms. If we're stuck here, we might as well make it interesting. So, tell me something embarrassing about yourself. Ryan huffed a laugh. You're unbelievable. Come on, she nudged his arm. I won that bet. I get to boss you around, remember? Ryan sighed, running a hand through his hair. Then he smirked. Fine. I once got rejected by a girl in high school. Lana raised an eyebrow. That's not embarrassing. That's normal. Ryan smirked wider. It was over text. Lana shrugged. Still not bad. Ryan leaned in. It was also sent to the entire class group chat by accident. Lana snorted. Oh my god. Ryan grinned. Yeah. Hey, Jessica, I think you're really cute. Wanna go to prom with me? Sent to 30 people. Lana was cackling. What did she say? Ryan chuckled. She left me on read for 3 days and then said, not my type. Lana lost it. Oh my god, that's brutal. Ryan laughed. Yep. So, your turn. Lana caught her breath, then smirked. Oh, I have something way worse. Ryan leaned in, interested. Do tell. Lana grinned, and for the first time in a long time, the tension eased. Chapter 18. They talked, they laughed for an hour. They weren't rivals, they weren't competitors, they were just Ryan and Lana. And then Ryan spoke. You know I like you, right? Lana froze, her heart stopped. What? She whispered. Ryan exhaled, running a hand through his hair. I like you, Lana, he said. I think I always have. Lana felt dizzy. This was not happening. Ryan Carter was not confessing to her. Not in a broken elevator, not while looking obnoxiously handsome, not while making her stomach flip. She swallowed. You're messing with me. Ryan's expression softened. I'm not. Lana didn't know what to say, so she said nothing. And then, the elevator started moving again. The doors opened, they stared at each other. People were waiting outside, but Lana's mind was spinning. Ryan Carter had just confessed, and she had no idea what to do. Chapter 19. Lana did not handle stress well. Some people were cool under pressure. Some took deep breaths and problem solved. Lana panicked, which was why, the second the elevator doors opened and people flooded toward them with concerned faces, she did the only logical thing. She bolted. Ryan barely had time to say her name before she power walked down the hallway. Lana, gotta go. She called over her shoulder. Urgent meeting. Business. Very important. Super busy. Bye. And then she turned a corner and disappeared. Ryan just sighed. The woman was ridiculous. Chapter 20. Lana spent the next 2 days avoiding Ryan Carter like he was the plague. She skipped out on breakfast, conveniently arrived late to meetings, took an Uber instead of riding with him, and, when he texted, she stared at her phone for 5 minutes before throwing it across the bed and pretending it didn't exist. Her strategy? Flawless, until it wasn't, because on the third day, Ryan cornered her at the bar. She was halfway through her cocktail when he slid into the seat next to her. Really? He said. Hiding for 2 days? Lana sighed, refusing to look at him. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ryan snorted. Sure. Silence. Then, he leaned in. Are you seriously not going to talk about it? Lana took a slow sip of her drink. Talk about what? Ryan scoffed. Lana. She exhaled, finally turning to look at him, and big mistake, because Ryan Carter was staring at her with those eyes, the ones that saw everything, the ones that made her stomach do stupid flips, the ones that made her want to nope. 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 She downed the rest of her drink. Ryan raised an eyebrow. Wow. That bad? Lana set her glass down. Listen, Carter. That elevator situation? It never happened. Ryan blinked. I literally confessed to you. She nodded. And we're going to pretend you didn't. Ryan let out a dry laugh. Wow. Amazing. Incredible emotional maturity. Lana smiled sweetly. Thank you. Ryan groaned. She thought that was the end of it, but then Ryan did something dangerous. He moved closer. Close enough that his knee brushed hers, close enough that she caught the scent of his cologne, close enough that she couldn't ignore him. His voice was quiet when he said, "I meant what I said." Lana's breath hitched. She didn't know what to say, so she said nothing, and Ryan, he just watched her for a moment longer, then leaned back with a sigh. "Fine," he muttered. "I'll wait." Lana blinked. "Wait." Ryan shrugged. "For you to stop running." Lana opened her mouth to argue, but nothing came out because, deep down, she knew he was right. And that was the scariest part of all. Chapter 21. Avoiding Ryan had been easy until it wasn't. Because suddenly, everything was different. He didn't push. He didn't chase. He just existed. In meetings, in passing, in small moments where he caught her eye and didn't say a word. And somehow, that was worse because now, Lana missed him. She missed their stupid banter. She missed their effortless teamwork. She missed the way he made her laugh when no one else could. And, worst of all, she missed the way he looked at her like she was the only one in the room, like she was worth waiting for. And she was so tired of pretending she didn't care, which was why, when Ryan found her alone on the hotel rooftop that night, Lana didn't run, she didn't avoid, she just let him in. Ryan stepped beside her, hands in his pockets. Neither of them spoke. Then, finally, Lana sighed. "I'm scared." Ryan turned to her, brow furrowing. "Of what?" he asked softly. "She swallowed." "Of this," she admitted. "Of you." "Of what happens if I let myself?" She hesitated. Ryan didn't rush her. He just waited, so she took a deep breath and then she looked at him. "What happens if I let myself fall?" Ryan's gaze softened. Then, slowly, he reached for her hand. Their fingers brushed. Lana's breath caught. And when Ryan finally spoke, his voice was gentle. "Then I'll catch you." Chapter 22. Lana should have expected it. Ryan Carter never made promises lightly, so when he said he would catch her, he meant it. And suddenly, the weight she'd been carrying for months, the constant back and forth, the internal tug-of-war, it all crumbled because Ryan was right there waiting, not pushing. Just there, and for once, Lana didn't fight it. Didn't resist. She let out a shaky breath, staring down at their intertwined fingers. "You're really not going to make this easy on me, are you?" she muttered. Ryan chuckled, thumb brushing over her knuckles. "Soft." "Certain." "Nope," he said simply. Lana huffed, but she didn't let go, and Ryan, he just smiled. Like he already knew, like he'd already won. Chapter 23. The morning after their rooftop conversation, Lana woke up with a headache. Not because she drank too much, not because she stayed up late, but because she couldn't stop thinking about Ryan Carter, his words, his touch, the way he looked at her like she was everything. And that was a problem because now, she had to decide what came next. The smart thing? Keep her distance. The easy thing? Run, but the right thing? Lana wasn't sure yet, which was why, when she stepped into the hotel's breakfast lounge and spotted Ryan casually drinking his coffee, she froze because how was he so unaffected? Meanwhile, she was losing her mind. Before she could retreat, Ryan looked up and caught her staring, his lips curved. "Good morning, Collins," he called. Lana narrowed her eyes. "Too early. Don't talk to me." Ryan chuckled and gestured at the seat beside him. "Sit." She hesitated and he noticed his voice softened. "I don't bite, you know." Lana snorted. Debatable. Still, she Saturday and Ryan, he just handed her a coffee. Exactly how she liked it. She stared at him. "What is this?" Ryan raised an eyebrow. "A peace offering." Lana took a slow sip, then sighed. "Fine," she muttered. "You're forgiven." Ryan grinned, and just like that, the tension eased. Chapter 24. Lana wasn't ready. Not for a full-blown relationship. Not for a dramatic declaration of love, but she was ready for one thing: to stop running. So when Ryan asked if she wanted to grab dinner that night, she didn't overthink it. Didn't analyze. Didn't panic. She just smiled and said, "Yes." And Ryan beamed, like she had just given him the answer he'd been waiting for all along. Chapter 25. Lana had been on plenty of dinner dates before, but somehow, this felt different. Maybe it was the way Ryan watched her like she was the only thing in the room. Maybe it was the way he leaned in whenever she spoke, like every word mattered. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the fact that for the first time in a long time, Lana wasn't looking for an escape. She actually wanted to be here, which was terrifying. Ryan noticed the way she kept fidgeting with her napkin. "You okay?" he asked. Lana forced a smile. "Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?" Ryan tilted his head, unconvinced. "I don't know." You're looking at your pasta like it personally offended you. Lana rolled her eyes but smiled for real this time. Ryan smirked. There she is. And suddenly, it wasn't so terrifying anymore. Chapter 26. By the time they left the restaurant, the city was alive with the hum of streetlights and distant chatter. Lana expected the night to end there, but it didn't, because Ryan, of course, insisted on walking her back. And despite every sarcastic remark she had locked and loaded, she let him. They walked in comfortable silence, shoulders brushing. Lana wasn't sure when it happened, but at some point, his hand found hers. She glanced at him. Ryan stared straight ahead, looking far too casual for someone who just casually stole her hand. Smooth, she muttered. Ryan smirked. I try. Lana should have pulled away. She didn't, and just like that, something shifted. Chapter 27. They stopped in front of her hotel. Lana turned, suddenly very aware of how close they were. Ryan looked at her like he was waiting for something, like he wasn't going to move until she did. Her heart pounded. Lana wasn't the kind of girl who got caught up in the moment. She was practical, logical, but standing here, with Ryan's eyes locked on hers, logic was out the window. And before she could talk herself out of it, she grabbed his collar, pulled him in, and kissed him. Ryan tensed just for a second, then melted into her. The world disappeared, and Lana finally stopped running. Chapter 28. Lana hadn't planned on kissing Ryan, but then again, Ryan hadn't planned on kissing her back. And yet, here they were. Lana pulled away first, breathless, heart hammering in her chest. Ryan hadn't let go of her yet. His hands were still resting at her waist like he wasn't ready to break the contact. Neither of them spoke. Lana wasn't sure what she was expecting, maybe an awkward joke, maybe regret flashing across his face. Instead, Ryan simply looked at her, his usual smirk replaced by something softer. That was unexpected, he finally said. Lana huffed a laugh. Yeah, well, you're the one who kept following me around. Ryan raised an eyebrow. So you kissed me to get rid of me? She rolled her eyes. Oh, shut up. But he didn't. He just grinned, the tension in his shoulders finally easing. So, he said, eyes flickering between her lips and her gaze. Are we pretending that didn't happen? Or, Lana exhaled sharply. I don't know. And she didn't, because for the first time in a long time, she had no idea what came next. All she knew was that she didn't hate this, she didn't hate him. And maybe, just maybe, she didn't want him to let go. Chapter 29. Lana was a professional. She had spent years perfecting the art of keeping her personal and professional life separate, so waking up with last night's kiss still burned into her memory. Not part of the plan. She groaned, rolling over in bed and burying her face in her pillow. Maybe if she stayed there long enough, the world would forget what she did. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. Ryan. Morning. Trouble. Lana. No. Ryan. No. What? Lana. No morning, no trouble, no text. Forget everything. Ryan. Ah. So you're panicking. Lana. I am not panicking. Ryan. Sure. That's why you're hiding in your room instead of coming downstairs. Lana froze. Lana, how do you know where I am? Ryan. Because I'm downstairs. Waiting. For you. Her stomach flipped. She should ignore him. She should pretend nothing happened. She should not want to see him. And yet, 5 minutes later, she was stepping into the hotel lobby, where Ryan was already watching her with that damn smirk. Morning, he said, sipping his coffee like he wasn't the reason she had lost sleep. Lana crossed her arms. You're enjoying this way too much. Ryan shrugged. Maybe. But can you blame me? She hated that she couldn't, because as much as she wanted to deny it, she was enjoying this too. Chapter 30. Lana was convinced the universe was playing some kind of cruel joke on her. First, the kiss. Then, Ryan texting her like it was no big deal, and now, they were stuck sitting next to each other on a 4-hour flight back home. Do you think they assigned our seats on purpose? Ryan asked, casually flipping through the in-flight menu. Lana shot him a glare. Why would they do that? He smirked. Maybe they sensed the tension. She groaned, looking out the window instead of at his irritatingly amused face. Ryan leaned in slightly, lowering his voice. Are you going to ignore me the entire flight? I was planning on it. He chuckled. Good luck with that. And just like that, Lana knew peace wasn't an option, because for the next 4 hours, Ryan made it his mission to get under her skin. It started with him shifting closer, then accidentally knocking his knee against hers, then, worst of all, falling asleep on her shoulder. Lana stiffened, staring at his ridiculously perfect face. How was she supposed to focus on anything when he was like this? His breathing was slow and steady, His eyelashes too long for any normal human being. This is fine, this is totally fine. And then, still half asleep, he nuzzled into her neck. Lana stopped breathing. She didn't move. Didn't dare, because if she did, she might do something incredibly, painfully stupid like kiss him again, and if she did that there would be no going back. Chapter 31. By the time they landed, Lana was at her breaking point. Ryan had woken up like nothing had happened. No mention of the fact that he'd used her as a pillow, no acknowledgement of the way he had mumbled something against her skin before shifting away, nothing. And it was driving her crazy. "Let me drop you off," he said as they stepped outside the airport. She frowned. "I can get a cab." "I know." He gave her a look. "Let me." She wanted to say no. She should say no, but the exhaustion and whatever the hell was happening between them. 20 minutes later, they were in his car, the city lights blurring past them. "So," Ryan said, casually gripping the steering wheel, "are we still pretending?" Lana turned to him, pulse quickening. "Pretending what?" He gave her a pointed look. "That we don't want this." The air grew thick. Lana swallowed. "Ryan, I'm serious." His jaw tightened. "You kissed me first, but don't think for a second that I didn't want it too." She looked away, terrified of what he might see in her expression. Ryan exhaled. "Lana." She bit her lip. "This is a bad idea." "Probably." His lips twitched. "But when have we ever had good ones?" A laugh almost bubbled up before she caught herself. He reached over, taking her hand in his. "Just think about it." She didn't pull away. That was the first mistake, because once you open the door to something you've been avoiding, there's no closing it again. Chapter 32. Lana thought she could keep it professional. She thought she could pretend nothing had changed, but then Ryan started showing up at her desk more often, started looking at her differently, started waiting for her after work, just to walk her to her car. And the worst part, she didn't hate it. She liked the way he leaned against her desk, teasing her with that cocky grin. She liked the way he stole her fries at lunch, acting like it was his right. She liked the way he looked at her like she was the only thing in the room. It was dangerous. It was completely, stupidly dangerous, and Lana was running out of reasons to fight it. Chapter 33. It wasn't one big moment that changed things. It was 1,000 little ones, like the way Ryan's fingers would brush against hers when they walked side by side, like the way he always made sure she had coffee before meetings, like the way he started texting her outside of work, not about reports or deadlines, but just random things. "Ryan, this is a crime." "Lana, what is?" "Ryan, this guy at the cafe just put ketchup on his scrambled eggs." "Lana, that's actually a thing some people do." "Ryan, you're joking." Lana, face with tears of joy. "Ryan, I need a moment." It was everything, and before she even realized what was happening, Lana had stopped trying to keep him at arm's length. Chapter 34. It was late. They had stayed behind at the office, finishing up a last-minute project. Ryan leaned back in his chair, stretching his arms. "I swear, if I have to look at one more spreadsheet," Lana smirked. "You say that every week." He turned to her, grinning. "And yet, somehow, you still put up with me." She rolled her eyes. "Unfortunately." Ryan's grin softened as he studied her. "Lana." Something about the way he said her name made her heart stumble. He stood, slowly walking around the desk until he was right in front of her. Her breath caught. "Tell me to stop," he murmured. Lana couldn't. She didn't want to do so. When Ryan tilted her chin up and kissed her, she let herself fall. Chapter 35. The second his lips touched hers, Lana knew she was done for. There was no going back from this. Ryan kissed her like he had been waiting forever for this moment. His hand cupped her cheek, thumb brushing against her skin as he deepened the kiss. Lana's hands found their way to his shirt, gripping it like a lifeline. He groaned against her lips, and that sound nearly made her knees give out. He pulled back, resting his forehead against hers. "Tell me you don't want this," he whispered. Lana swallowed. "I can't." Ryan's lips curled into a slow, satisfied smile. "Then stop fighting it." Chapter 36. Lana was spiraling. Because she had kissed Ryan, who was her boss. Ryan, who had been her childhood neighbor. Ryan, who had way too much power over her heart. And now, sitting across from him in a meeting, he had the audacity to act like nothing had happened. He looked completely relaxed. Meanwhile, she was losing her mind. When the meeting ended, he leaned down, whispering, "Dinner tonight?" She nearly choked. "What?" He grinned. "You heard me." Lana scowled. Ryan's eyes sparkled. "I'll pick you up at 7. And just like that, he walked away, leaving Lana completely and utterly doomed. Chapter 37. Lana had been stressed before, but this was a whole new level because now, she was staring at her reflection, debating whether her dress was too much or not enough. Her phone buzzed. "Ryan, I'm outside." Lana grabbed her bag, took a deep breath, and walked out of her apartment. And there he was. Ryan stood next to his car, dressed way too casually for someone who made her feel like she was about to pass out. He took one look at her and grinned. "You look," he stopped, eyes slowly scanning her dress before meeting her gaze again. "Like trouble." Lana rolled her eyes. "Let's go before I change my mind." Ryan chuckled, opening the car door for her. "Too late for that, sweetheart." Chapter 38. The restaurant was warm, cozy, intimate. Lana narrowed her eyes at him as they sat down. "This seems a little too romantic for a casual dinner." Ryan smirked. "I have no idea what you're talking about." She scoffed. "You're impossible." He leaned forward, resting his elbows on the table. "And yet, here you are." Lana opened her mouth to retort, but the waiter arrived, handing them menus. Ryan studied his for exactly 10 seconds before setting it down. Lana raised a brow. "You didn't even look at it." Ryan shrugged. "I already know what I want." Something in his tone made her heart stutter. She tried to focus on her menu. Tried, but every time she glanced up, Ryan was watching her like he knew exactly what he was doing to her. And she hated how much she liked it. Chapter 39. The food was amazing, but Lana barely tasted it, because Ryan was being flirty, casual, acting like kissing her hadn't completely wrecked her ability to function. And then, halfway through dinner, he casually said, "I used to have the biggest crush on you." Lana froze, fork halfway to her mouth. "What?" Ryan smirked, sipping his drink. "You heard me." Her mind was spinning. She set down her fork. "When?" Ryan leaned back. "You know, when we were kids. I always thought you were the coolest person in the world." Lana swallowed. "And now?" Ryan's gaze softened. "Now," he murmured, "I know you are." For the first time all night, Lana didn't have a comeback, because Ryan had just stolen every single thought from her head. Chapter 40. After dinner, they walked along the street, the air crisp and cool. Lana shoved her hands in her coat pockets, trying not to overthink everything. Ryan walked beside her, quiet. "Too quiet, what?" she finally asked, glancing up at him. Ryan smiled. "Nothing." She narrowed her eyes. "Liar." He chuckled. "Okay. Maybe something." Lana stopped walking. "Spit it out." Ryan studied her for a long moment. Then, slowly, carefully, dangerously, he stepped closer. Lana's breath hitched. Ryan reached out, brushing a stray strand of hair behind her ear. Her entire body froze. He leaned in, his lips just barely grazing her forehead. Lana's heart nearly stopped. "You drive me crazy," he murmured. Then, without another word, he turned and walked toward his car, leaving Lana standing there, completely undone. Chapter 41. Lana sat on her couch, staring at the ceiling. She was losing it. Completely, utterly, hopelessly losing it. Because who kisses someone on the forehead like that? Ryan was messing with her. He had to be, and the worst part, it was working. Her phone buzzed. "Ryan, get some sleep, sweetheart." "You overthink too much," Lana groaned, chucking her phone onto the couch. She needed help. A distraction, something, anything, to stop her from thinking about Ryan, which was why, 20 minutes later, she found herself banging on her best friend Sophie's door. Sophie opened it, blinking. "It's midnight." Lana walked in, collapsing onto the couch. "Ryan is ruining my life," she announced. Sophie shut the door. "Ah. So we've finally admitted it." Lana groaned into a pillow. Sophie sat down beside her, smirking. "Just date him already." Lana lifted her head. "No." Sophie raised a brow. "Why not?" Lana opened her mouth, paused, then groaned again, face planting into the pillow. Sophie laughed. "Yeah, you're in trouble." Chapter 42. The next morning, Lana arrived at work determined to act normal. Then Ryan dropped a bombshell. "I have to fly out for a conference. Be back in 3 days." Lana blinked. "Oh." Ryan smirked. "You'll miss me, won't you?" Lana scoffed. "Absolutely not." Ryan just chuckled. "Sure." Then, before she could react, he leaned in and pressed a quick kiss to her cheek. Lana short-circuited. Ryan grinned, grabbing his bag. "See you soon, sweetheart." And just like that, he walked away, leaving Lana standing in the middle of the office, rethinking her entire existence. Chapter 43. By day 2, Lana was losing her mind. She didn't miss Ryan, nope. Not at all, except, everything felt weird without him. She kept checking her phone, she kept expecting him to pop into her office with some sarcastic comment. She even caught herself rereading old texts. It was disgusting. Sophie's response: "Oh my god, you love him." Lana choked on her coffee. "I do not." Sophie grinned. "Oh, you so do." Lana glared. "Take it back." Sophie patted her head. "It's okay, babe. Acceptance is the first step." Lana groaned, officially done with everything. Chapter 44. By the time Ryan got back, Lana had convinced herself she was fine, until she saw him. Ryan walked into the office, suitcase in hand, looking obnoxiously good and smiling at her. Something in Lana snapped. She marched over and grabbed his tie, pulling him down until their noses almost touched. Ryan blinked. "Ah. Hi." Lana glared. "I hate you," she declared. Ryan smirked. "No, you don't." Lana exhaled sharply. "You're annoying." Ryan chuckled. "Definitely." She hesitated. Just for a second, then, before she could overthink it, she kissed him. Ryan froze completely. Then he moved, one hand on her waist, the other tangled in her hair, kissing her like he'd been waiting forever. The office exploded into cheers. Lana pulled back, horrified. Ryan just grinned. "Took you long enough, sweetheart." Lana groaned. "I hate you so much." Ryan kissed her forehead. "No, you don't." And she really didn't. Epilogue. 2 months later, Lana sat at a cafe with Sophie, stirring her iced coffee aggressively. "Explain to me why you're mad again," Sophie asked, raising an eyebrow. Lana huffed. Ryan changed my phone's ringtone to his voice saying, "Pick up, sweetheart. You know you want to." Sophie snorted. "And you're mad because I actually picked up." Lana groaned. "On instinct. Like some kind of brainwashed fool." Sophie bit her lip, trying not to laugh. "So what you're saying is, he owns you?" Lana scowled before she could retort. Her phone rang. Ryan calling, and, like an idiot, she picked up. "Miss me already?" Ryan's amused voice came through. Lana closed her eyes, regretting her entire life. Sophie laughed so hard she nearly fell off her chair.
Ryan's version of events. Ryan leaned back in his chair at the office, grinning. Lana was predictable in the best way possible. He heard her exasperated sigh through the phone. "What do you want?" Ryan chuckled. "Just checking in. Make sure you're not plotting my murder." "Give me 5 minutes," she muttered. Ryan smirked. "That long? I must be growing on you." She hung up on him. Ryan just laughed. "The work disaster, aka. Everyone knows they're in love." Lana walked into the office, determined to act normal. Ryan, however, had other plans. He was already waiting for her, leaning against her desk with that infuriating smirk. "Good morning, sweetheart." Lana dropped her bag onto her desk. "We are at work, Ryan. Can you be professional for 5 minutes?" Ryan tapped his chin, pretending to think. Nope." Lana scowled. Their coworker Jake walked by, laughing. "Man, you two are disgustingly cute." Lana turned red. "We are not." "Oh, you absolutely are." Their manager, Claire, chimed in. Lana turned to Ryan, glaring. Ryan just shrugged, completely unbothered. "Told you. You do know that if you hurt her, I will end you, right?" Ryan looked across the table at Lana's older brother, Jason, and grinned. "Noted." Jason narrowed his eyes. "I'm serious." Lana, sitting beside Ryan, groaned. "Jason, stop threatening him." Ryan chuckled. "Nah, it's fine. I'd do the same if I were him." Jason nodded approvingly. "Good. Then we're on the same page." Lana sighed. "I regret this already." Ryan reached under the table, squeezing her hand. She didn't pull away. Later that night, Ryan walked Lana to her door. "You okay?" he asked, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. Lana hesitated, then sighed. I feel like everyone knew before I did." Ryan smirked. "They did. Lana glared. Ryan laughed. It's fine, sweetheart. You got there eventually. Lana bit her lip. Ryan? He hummed as she hated how nervous she felt. But she forced herself to say it anyway. I love you. Ryan's eyes softened, then he grinned, leaning in until their foreheads touched. Took you long enough. Lana groaned. Seriously? Ryan chuckled. I love you too, sweetheart. Lana rolled her eyes. I'm regretting this. Ryan kissed her, slow and teasing. No, you're not. And damn it, he was right again. A month later, Sophie walked into the office to find Lana and Ryan in another argument. Ryan smirked. You're obsessed with me. Lana scoffed. I tolerate you. You kiss me first. That was a moment of weakness. Ryan leaned down, murmuring, just for her to hear, want me to remind you why it wasn't? Lana turned red. Completely red. Sophie sighed, watching from her desk. I give them 6 months before marriage. Jake nodded. 3 if she doesn't strangle him first. Claire smirked. 1 if he keeps calling her sweetheart in meetings. And as Ryan pulled Lana in for another kiss, ignoring her half-hearted protests, everyone knew they were doomed happily, forever doomed.